Hello Libras and welcome to your January 2023 reading. So, Happy New Year. May all the love, the light, the inspiration, aspiration, beautiful moments of joy come your way this year. So, all right, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about this month, for the month of January. You come in the month in your head. So, uh, probably passing things in your mind. Yes, but this is a lot of yes, but situation. After that, I have the hangman and the king of pentacle. So it might be you're questioning. The King of Pentacle is the part of us that's responsible for our security, for our the pleasures of life, because he's ruled by Venus, bit Epicurean, finding practical solutions, down to earth practical solutions. Of course, is about our finances also and things like that. Engagements, long term investments, and so on. With the hangman, that means that this is kind of has been stagnating. And here they're asking you to look at that from a different angle. If you try and find it in your head, that's going to put you into the Eight of Swords. So the solution is not quite in the head. And then we have a hint of where it is at the end of the month. That tells me that at the end of the month, what has been maybe slowing down your growth will become obvious for you. Okay, I have the Three of Cups in reverse. And when the Three of Cups is in reverse, this is when we have a hard time finding joy, pleasure in the daily life, in celebrating life with our friends and family, and just the shape of our emotions per se. So right now you're in that process because here, under the Eight of Swords, I have the King of Swords and the Two of Wands, because you are at a crossroad and you're probably feeling it also. Like, okay, I'm at a crossroad now. There's the way I used to do things. Things have been, the universe put kind of a hold on it. Something's got to give, something's got to happen, but how? And so under the hangman and the King of Pentacle, I have the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Wands in reverse. So, okay, willing to get out of the comfort zone. This, they're one beside another. When this is like this, very hard to go outside of the comfort zone of the crossroad, because we're holding on to all the times that we've had, wounds, we've had willpowers hurting us, other people's willpowers, and so on. When it's like this, it's a bit more of a, okay, I'm going to put my guards down, the overprotectiveness when it comes to life and all of this. And I am actually going to go within myself to find that Ace of Cup, that joy, that peace, that serenity within myself. And that will guide the next moves that I'm going to do. So under our Three of Cups in reverse, I have the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So that means that's our hangman putting things on hold. Okay, but the ingredients are there. So that means the moment you get it, this flips out right away. For some of you, it's going to be at the end of the month, others of you at the beginning of February, but it is there so that you can start making moves, enjoy with the serendipity of life, dancing with the universe, not on your guard from the universe. And you were on your guard from the universe for a very good reason. The thing is that it's this. Old abandonment, not enough, sacrifice, thinking that not letting ourselves be in the unconditional flow of abundance. What he wants you to look at from a completely different angle is your relationship with abundance, Libra. Your relationship with Pentacles. And I'm not talking about just money here, okay? Pentacles is much more than that. Pentacles is the template of this reality, okay? That's why there's a pentagram on it. It's your five senses through which you experience this reality. It's the four elements and spirit that holds everything together. It's your relationship with how do you allow divine consciousness to pass through you in order to arrive in your matrix. It has to pass through you. In the Five of Pentacles, we don't let it pass through you. We strain ourselves for the sake of others, but we do not let it pass through us for XY reason. The Queen of Pentacles, which is root chakra, okay? Anchoring root chakra. She's the one that has that inner knowledge that she is supported by the universe, that it's normal to receive the best, that she has everything that she needs to accomplish whatever, that the King of Pentacles will always support her and pave the way in front of her, protect her, secure her. Now, if all of this seems very alien to you, it's because you're still in the Five of Pentacles. So, as you're supposed to cross into a new path, if you feel a resistance, if you feel like, why is my growth stop? Why isn't anything happening? It will not be by sacrificing yourself even more. It will be by sitting on your throne, your inner throne. And the moment you get that, that's when Chariot arrives. So that's when your unconscious beliefs will not be stopping your will, okay? Everything will be aligned so that you can have movement forward. So this will come to your consciousness in the shape that it needs for you to understand it near the end of the month for you, okay? So let's clarify this. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Libras for the month of January 2023. Already 2023. And this is good because you don't want to have any leftovers of Five of Pentacles in 2023. You want to make sure that nothing is hindering the light to pass through you. I know Mercury is supposed to go retrograde in this time, maybe in Capricorn, because this seems to be destroying the last shackles that we might have. Oh, all right. So the Eight of Swords, I guess they are pretty obvious. I have my King of Pentacles here in reverse with the Ten of Cups in reverse. So that means it's also affecting. See, you have a hard time. It's for the Libras out there that have a hard time seeing beautiful things coming their way. Joy, happiness in the Ten of Cups. It would be in the daily, I'm breathing on the couch and I'm happy and content. Happiness is a state of being that is not determined by the outside factors. You could be alone on the top of a mountain and be content in grace and happiness and love. It's a state of being. Here, Three of Cups in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse. This is when we kind of have hit our 10 of Cups, okay? We kind of have hit our, to the level of consciousness that we have, the capacity to feel joy and love and to have light passing through every drop of water within ourselves. We're made of water. That has all the imprints of our memories and so on. And so we go through 10 of Cups often in our lives. You know, your first kiss when you were 15, that's a 10 of Cups, okay? All of a sudden, life was wonderful. But as we grow more conscious, so is the capacity to absorb more consciousness, more higher vibrations in our waters. But when we are holding on to certain beliefs, states of being in our memories, within us, it creates it can go more than that. And what happens is that at one point it starts to implode. That's the 10 of Cups in reverse. We start feeling the pressure, and it's the yearning of the sadness within us that wants to come out, to be addressed. With a 10 of Cups in reverse and a King of Pentacles in reverse, that means the sadness is caused by King of Pentacles in reverse. We're in our head trying to find a solution. Okay, so that can be mental exhaustion for some of you. Okay, so let's look at the Hangman. And of course, January is a time where we often reflect on our lives, and that kind of calls up what goes wrong. Okay, and it's not to fold back on it and making it our reality. It's so that we can, in Christic consciousness, blow it with as much unconditional love and compassion that we can, so that it can shift. Okay? So, here I have the Page of Cups with the Hangman. With the Ace of Swords, so we're not getting it quite yet, and the Lovers. So if you look at the Lovers, this is artistic rendition, so it's not so great as they didn't understand the symbolism of the postures and the things like that, so it's not so great. But usually you have the divine feminine looking at the angel and the divine masculine looking at the feminine, because it is our connection to the divine is through our feminine, through our right brain. Okay, the capacity to access chaos, to access the invisible, the non-rational. Okay, and then the masculine will make sense of what the feminine communicates within yourself. That's the Lovers. That's why it allows you to make decisions, moves, bring in and act upon inspired insights. Okay? So here, this is calling for it. It's calling for a cup of water. We know that you need it. You haven't quite got the truth that will be able to be reached through that. Okay, this is the process through the month. You add water, and this will allow divine vibration to resonate within yourself, and therefore understand what you need to do for your continuation of your growth. Okay? Do you understand? All right, let's look at the Three of Cups. It's very mechanical when you think about it. Let's look at the, oh, Three of Cups. Ah, there we have our hangman upright. By having the hangman upright, that means he got the information of why we're feeling like this. Okay, and that probably through the law of attraction, through the law of mirror of reflection, we've probably attracted situations and people that resonate like that also, with heavy emotional weight. Okay, and here it's because we finally understand at the end of the month what the Six of Pentacles is all about, so that we can release the Five. We need to understand it. This will clear out some conflicts within ourselves. Okay, it's like maybe, oh, I want to think about me. I want to honor my needs and my limits, but I'm conflicted because I was taught that people that sacrifice themselves are good people. But when you think about it, would you want a sacrifice? Would you want the shirt of somebody that's going to give you its last one and it's going to freeze after? You don't want that. Don't give me your last shirt. Give me your shirt if you have 100 shirts, and that you have the capacity to make 100 more with the snap of a finger. Then I'll take your shirt with joy and grace. And that is what the Six of Pentacles is all about. This is the state of being we're supposed to be when it comes to our relationship with the universe. He is rich because nothing is stopping him from receiving, because he knows it comes from an unconditional, abundant place. Not a pie that has to be split, defined, definite universe. It is a generative universe. And he has no problem receiving it. And these people are drawn to be poor just because they wanted to represent the capacity to receive from such a place. They don't think they're going to have to pay him back or that they owe him anything. They're just receiving for free because they're in a state that is less than it. It. But it's the same thing with it, with the universe. I am not as abundant as the universe. Therefore, I will not limit it to exalt itself through me. In whether it is physical abundance, love, peace, serenity, whatever abundance is for you. Joy, this is what you need to understand. It has to pass through you first, not outside of you. Let's look at that Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands. The moment you get that, and here we have the King of Cups with the Chariot. The moment you understand it, the fact they put the King of Cups, it's because it's an emotional, it's an emotional understanding. See the card before, it was this. It's emotional understanding. That means it's a vibrational understanding. This is what is going to affect your Chariot. Make movement again, okay? Through this kind of, I'm letting the light in. I'm vibrating by letting the light in. Let's look at I skipped the King of Swords here under the Eight of Swords. Okay. I have the Four of Cups in reverse. So, of course, before going on the quest of this, we cannot be in our Four of Cups. We cannot be, there's no more Ace of Cups for me. It doesn't exist. I've already been there, done that. As long as we're in there, of course, it's like an emotional prison. We cannot experiment things that we don't believe in. It's a fact of life, even if we're surrounded with it. Okay? So, here, King of Swords is making a decision that he is releasing this prison. This is what is going to allow this thing here. But there's still a bit of resistance at the beginning of the month because Judgment is in reverse. So you need to look at what was hidden in the shadow, Libra. You need to look at this thing in order to address it, in order to heal it, to let it go. It's part of the spiritual movement forward. Anyway, if you're watching this video, you're on a spiritual quest. You're not here to hear that you're going to meet a dark, handsome man in a hallway somewhere on a trip. Okay? This is for spiritual growth. So, where am I limiting myself? How do I limit myself to think that I cannot experiment these things? Others, yes, but not me. Releasing that. What part of me actually believed that? Needs to come up to the surface here. Okay? Two of Wands. Okay. So, your Two of Wands is either I am not going on that quest, that same quest here. Okay? I'm not going on that quest. I'm staying, knowing there's, when the Four of Cups is in reverse, you're leaving that prison, but it's almost like, yes, that Ace of Cups exists, but maybe not quite for me, or I'm not putting the effort to go and get it. I'm more passive about it. I'm still resisting, okay? And my mind is still convincing me that that thing does not exist. So I might emotionally open myself to it, but my mind is still at Five of Swords, still is having arguments of you can't trust the universe, you can't trust others, okay, or whatever, because of X, Y, Z reasons of what you've went through. And even though these things are really true, and it's genuine to feel them, in order to take a new path in life and experience something new, you cannot carry it with you as much, okay? It needs to receive so much new water that it becomes an experience and not all of your reality. So let's look at that Eight of Cups. So that Lover's card on top of it is very important because that's the inspired decision that you're going to take to actually go on the quest to get an extra cup of love for you, because you need it. For a long time, you've been waiting, and see that garden is dry. That's why it doesn't give any fruits. And you're like, is this all worth it? Why am I building this? For what? What has it been giving me? Hangman. They want you to look at that. Hangman. For a while in the month of January here, you're going to be on a pause and trying to figure out what your next pentacle is, your next interface. Yeah, so that you can clear out this thing, okay? And here I have the Sun with the Six of Cups in reverse. It's not quite there, but it's getting there. Temperance, okay? The Sun, Six of Cups. Okay, so here. Those 9 wands is all the times you've been abandoned, every time you abandoned yourself, every time you had to sacrifice, and when was time for you to be in need and for somebody to step up for you, nobody was there. These are all the realities of the Five of Pentacles, okay? I can be surrounded with my friends and family, but I feel completely alone. That's the Five of Pentacles. Okay? I'm feeling that if I don't bring something to the table, they wouldn't even have me around. They like me because of what I do for them, what I provide, what I sacrifice. Okay? That's the Five of Pentacles. How can the unlimited, abundant universe exalt in you if you sacrifice yourself like that? And that you do not allow this value upon you. So here, Queen of Pentacle, and the Five of Pentacle, 10 of Pentacle, 4 of Pentacle, and here we have 9 of Cups and Queen of Wands. Oh, you're gonna keep your energy at the end of the month. You're gonna decide that now I'm not spreading myself thin all over the world. I'm going to gather back my energy. Here, if I see it right, a 4 of Pentacles right after, or to clarify a 5 of Pentacles, especially if we need to understand the 6, it's like first I'm going to gather and secure my own self. I'm going to be in the 9 of Cups. And if you notice, this is the same guy, okay? He is content within himself. His vibration is at the highest he can reach at that moment, so that he can receive the message of what the 6 of Pentacles is all about. And as his King of Cups, he's going to understand it and act with the wisdom of the new vibration in his water. And then Queen of Wands, you're going to start working the law of attraction in a completely different way, my beautiful Libras. So this was a long spread here, but I'm going to call it the end of stagnation, okay? Or, yeah, because after that you're going to start moving, and you've been stagnating for a while. So this, make sure that the ones that this corresponds to get the video. So anyway, on this, all my love and light for the month of January, and of course all of next year. Happy celebrations and all of that. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. If you want a private reading, there's a website in the description below. You go there and everything, all the information and how to book and the schedule is all there. Apart from that, namaste, all my love, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.